Let's be real. There is no bigger, more intense topic in the working world right now than artificial intelligence. The big question on everyone's mind is it here to help us or is it here to replace us? It's a question that causes a lot of anxiety, and honestly, for good reason, especially when you stumble across a headline like this one.
Wow, that is a punchy headline and, frankly, a pretty scary one. It's the kind of thing that feeds right into all of our worst fears about AI, right? It paints this picture of a future where human jobs just get, well, deleted by a piece of software, all to save a company some money.
But here's the thing. Is it really that simple? A clean one-for-one swap of people for programs? When you actually dig into the story behind this headline, you find out something way more interesting and way more hopeful is going on. To get it, we've got to rewind and look at what things were like before this AI tool ever showed up. So, before the big AI fix, there was just, well, chaos. Let's paint a picture of what daily life was actually like for this business and its team.
Yeah, this was not some well-oiled machine. We are talking about a team that was constantly drowning, just scrambling to keep up. The environment was pure stress, with people buried under this never-ending avalanche of manual, repetitive tasks. So what did that chaos actually look like on a day-to-day basis? Well, it was a brutal cycle. You had endless emails flooding in, a constant battle to manage and qualify new leads, and on top of all that, the pressure to churn out new content every single day. Look, these are important tasks for sure, but there are also the exact kind of tasks that can completely burn out a team. And all this chaos, it wasn't just stressful, it was expensive, super expensive. The business was shelling out over 2 lakh rupees, which is about $2,500 every single month just to keep their heads above water. Clearly, something had to give.
Okay, and this is where the story takes a really fascinating turn. The solution wasn't what that shocking headline wanted us to believe. It all came down to a fundamental choice in how you decide to look at technology. You see, when it comes to AI, you can really look at it through 2 totally different lenses. On one hand, you have replacement. That's using AI just to cut costs and get rid of human jobs. But on the other hand, you have augmentation. That's using AI as a tool to free up your people and empower them to do way more valuable work. The person behind our story chose that second path. And this right here, this is the real story. This is the punchline. The team wasn't replaced. They were retrained. They were handed the keys to this powerful AI and taught how to use it to crush the chaos they were drowning in. See, the goal wasn't to get rid of people. It was to get rid of the soul-crushing, mind-numbing work.
So how did this whole thing actually play out? Well, that one decision didn't just save jobs. It completely transformed the entire business. This stopped being about simple automation and became all about amplification, about amplifying what the human team was truly capable of. And here's the playbook they used. First, they looked at the business and identified all the bottlenecks. You know, the emails, the lead management. Second, they used AI to automate those specific, repetitive things. Third, and this is the absolute key, they retrained the team to manage those new AI systems. And finally, with everyone freed up, they could focus on step 4, activities that lead to high-impact growth. This is such a critical shift in how we think about work. The employees went from being stuck in the trenches, manually doing everything, to becoming strategists. They were now directing the AI, overseeing the automated systems, and using all that data to make much smarter decisions. So what did they do with all this newfound time? Well, they started focusing on the stuff that humans are uniquely good at, the things AI can't just replicate. We're talking about long-term strategic planning, building real, genuine relationships with clients, and coming up with creative, innovative ideas to push the business forward. You know, the work that actually grows a company. And the result of this whole journey? It wasn't just saving a couple of lakh rupees a month. No way. The ultimate outcome, as the source text tells us, was a jaw-dropping 10x growth for the business. 10 times. That is the incredible power you unlock when you shift your mindset from replacement to augmentation. So we can actually give this powerful strategy a name: talent multiplication. It's this fantastic idea that technology's greatest promise isn't to make people obsolete, but to act as a force multiplier for our unique human talents, our creativity, our strategic thinking, our ability to connect with each other. That right there is the real revolution.
And all of this leaves us with one final, really powerful question to chew on. Instead of asking which jobs AI is going to replace, maybe the much better question is this. If you could just wave a magic wand and automate all the chaotic, draining parts of your work, what incredible things could you and your team truly achieve? What amazing potential could you finally unlock?